I am going to go back and do the rest of my box sets. CD box sets. These are the biggies. And by biggies, I mean biggies. This is huge. This is the Allman Brothers Dreams. Here's the front of it. It's embossed. It's a 4 compact disc collection. There's the back. The nice thing about these box sets are, or were, I don't know if we can get them like this anymore. I haven't seen it in a long time. You have these big booklets. And big booklets where you can have, big pictures and, proper size booklets here. A lot of pictures and a lot of text, but each one is got this look. Each one's got a little booklet here, in addition to which kind of tells you what's on it. Yeah, kind of a cool set. I like it. Allman Brothers Band Dreams, and there's of course on all these, like any box set, there's rarities and stuff that you don't normally see. So that is cool. Next up, Elvis Costello. Sweet picture here. You've got the cutout letters, as you can see, in the red background. This is called 2.5 Years. I don't remember why it's called 2.5 Years, but that's what it's called. You've got a 4-disc set in here. Special remastered editions of Armed Forces, this year's model, My Aim is True, and Live at the El Macumbo Club. First one I ever bought was Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band Live, 1975 to 1985. It's the reason I bought a CD player. I bought it somewhere around 1985, I guess. I think CD players were out for a little while. I've kept this pretty nice. This is the oldest thing I own relative to box sets that I still have. All the lyrics are here with this one. You've got some great photos of in concert stuff. Yeah, get an idea here. I'm not going to go through every page, but you've got an idea. There's the Born in the USA tour. Just some really great things. I had these in storage. I'm taking them out. I'm gonna look at these more and play these more than I have been. They're just such classics. And there's the discs 1, 2, and 3. This is Elton John. And it's called To Be Continued. He's certainly done a lot of things after this one came out. This one, I don't even think you can find this anymore. I think this thing's out of print. It came out in 1990. My guess is you can't find this anymore. You got rarities on here. You might be able to read most of what's on there. 40-page booklet, liner notes, extensive interview with Elton John and Bernie Taupin. This is a really cool box set here. There's the booklet. You've got what it's on each disc over here on the side. On this is attached here. Kind of flaps over to close up. And then you've got big booklet. Each song is listed. And then each disc forms an image of Elton John. Big shocker there. But, he's outrageous, but you know what? The guy is a damn good artist. I love a lot of Elton John songs. The guy's just got, Bernie Taupin had a way with words, and certainly Elton John has got a definite way with music. So this got a lot of songs on it. I'm not going to even, it's got all the songs on it you probably would want. I don't think it doesn't have the Lion King on it. I don't think it's not that far, it's before the Lion King, so it doesn't have anything from the Lion King on it. No Can You Feel the Love Tonight, but there's so many other good songs. Empty Garden, tribute to John Lennon, and so on. Yeah, that's a big set, big heavy set. Next, one of my favorite sets, Eric Clapton's Crossroads, drawing by Ronnie Wood of Rolling Stones and Rod Stewart Faces fame. You've got songs from the Yardbirds, John Mayall, the Blues Breakers, Cream, some of my favorites here with Cream, Blind Faith, Delaney and Bonnie and Friends, Derek and the Dominoes, and of course, Eric Clapton solo. Just a wonderful set. Really like this set. It's got a textured feel to it. I've kept this thing in, I think, as most of mine, or I think all mine, pretty much pristine condition. It's as if it were new. 4 discs. Some really a nice booklet here again. You've got this huge book to be able to look through. You're not confined to the tiny ones that you see in a CD, which is kind of nice. Sometimes those are hard to read. This one's really easy to read, and it's been a long time since I read the booklet, but I'm thinking about going back in the past with some of these because they're just such classic box sets. And I want to thank Chill Pilgrim for reminding me that I had them. Next up, 20 Years of Jethro Tull. 24-page color booklet. Color spelled wrong. Those British people can't spell color. Great stuff, though. All kidding aside, in my mind, the UK's turned out the best music ever. I'm going to say the United States is pretty good on jazz and rhythm and blues, but when it comes to rock, the Brits are where it's at. These Brits know what they're doing, man. They you look at my collection, most of them are going to be from Britain, and this is no exception. So you've got some rare stuff here. You've got, Thick as a Brick, and you've got the the hits. If you want to say that Jethro Tull had hits, certainly Aqualung would be on here. Locomotive Breath, Living in the Past. I'm over here somewhere. Wondering Aloud. These are all songs that I love. Thick as a Brick, of course. Farm on the Freeway, Bungalow in the Jungle. Pretty cool stuff. If you're a Jethro Tull fan, this all makes sense to you. If you're not, why aren't you? Next up, I used to hate these people when I was a kid, in high school and stuff, but now, I know these guys wrote some great tunes. That's all I can tell you. Even the Saturday Night Fever period, but you look at like New York Mining Disaster and I Can't See Nobody, To Love Somebody, Holiday, Massachusetts. I mean, I can just pretty much read them off. World, and The Sun Will Shine, Words. I'm skipping a few here. I've Got to Get a Message to You. I Started a Joke. That's just on the first disc. And I'm happy to have the Bee Gees. And you know what? I would have never said that in my youth, but I'm happy to have the Bee Gees in my collection. Next up is Biograph by Bob Dylan, one of my other older ones, and that got cut from being in like a record thing that held records, but other than that, it's in pretty good shape. It's a 3-disc set. Qualifies as a box set because it's in a huge fucking box, number one. And number two, it's got a book. Those are my criteria, by the way. It's got to have a book, and it's got to be, and it's in a huge fucking box. It's a box set. So my other ones, or if it's like a career retrospective and it's on 2 or 3 discs, I call that a box set too. Some strange definitions. Okay, here we go. Pictures, a lot of text, a lot of stuff about Dylan. The guy's enigmatic. Who the hell knows what he's all about? As much as he's written and as long as he's been around, I don't know anything about the man. It's all in the music. And he was a wise ass when he was younger. I've seen enough there. And this thing's got an interesting deal here. So along with these, you've got these little things here. It talks about each song, which is pretty sweet. I actually love these little yellow things here. I remember reading these, like Just Looks Like a Not For You. This infectious love song from New Morning was a hit recording for both Olivia Newton-John and George Harrison. I remember George Harrison's. I don't remember Olivia Newton-John's. Dylan's own definitive version was never released as a single. I wrote the song thinking about my wife. It seemed simple enough, sort of Tex-Mex. I would never explore all the possibilities of instrumentation in the studio, add parts and so forth, change the beat around, so it came off kind of folky. And he's got something for all these. And then the discs themselves are here. Just, 1, 2, 3. Nothing fancy there, but great music. I love Bob Dylan. And I like his voice. I don't care what you say. I think you got a good voice. Okay, we're getting down to the end here. Only got a couple left, and I got enough time to do them in. I got 3 left. This one's kind of weird. I'm not going to go through too much of this one. David Bowie, Sound and Vision, 3 CDs plus a bonus CDV EP, whatever the hell that is. It's playable in any CD player. I think there's video. CD video is what it is. 72-page book. It's a small book, though. It's the size of a CD. But it's kind of cool. It's got a plastic thing over it that has this artwork here on it, this purple image. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, CSN. There's actually Young is on here, too. Great booklet. I remember when I bought this. And, yeah, great booklet here. Some idea what's in here. There you go. A lot of information about the songs, which I like. 4 discs. Bang. There they go. It's a sweet set. If you like a song, it's probably on here. There's a ton of them. Okay, last box set, but not least. In fact, probably my favorite box set, except for one more I'm going to show you. And that is this one. Led Zeppelin. Yeah, it's just called Led Zeppelin. There's no name. Get this iconic picture from these crop pictures that apparently done by aliens or something. Depends who you ask, I guess. But can I lean that there? I guess I can. Look at that blimp go flying overhead. Why, it's the Zeppelin. Named by Keith Moon, who, when he heard that this band was being formed, said they're going to go over like a Led Zeppelin, L-E-A-D Zeppelin, as in they're going to crash. But didn't happen until John Bonham died. Just about every Led Zeppelin song you could want is on here, and I'm not joking about that. There's very few that aren't on here. This opens up. I will open this up. A ton of color pictures in here in the center. Boom, 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 boom. It's always been Jimmy Page and Robert Plant, but boy, that John Bonham and John Paul Jones could play too, huh? But Page and Plant together were just amazing. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, people. Love it. I bought this used, and it's still in damn good shape. Here's the discs. Love them. Yep. And last but not least, we're going to have to trim this down, I think, to make it all fit. We've got this one, Bruce Springsteen, Darkness on the Edge of Town. You know what? Led Zeppelin is my favorite one, but this, for a single disc release, meaning it's just one album, boy, I don't know how you could do any better than this one. I've featured this before. This is actually a Blu-ray and CD copy. But what they've done with this thing is there's the actual remastered for its 25th anniversary. But they took they had Springsteen's notebook that he had, and he had this notebook with him whenever they did songs. So, and there's an intro by Springsteen here. But then this thing actually is a photocopy of his actual notes, his handwriting, which I think is just bizarre but cool. And so it's got all these lyrics that he sometimes used and sometimes didn't use. And you can see all these reworkings of lyrics and stuff. Then you've got, I think it's 4 discs in here, including a live concert. So just love this one. And that's going to be it for now, guys. I'll edit this down, and really sweet, though. And that's it.